It is Skier and Snowboarder Safety Awareness Month at Vail and Beaver Creek, and joining me now from Ski Patrol is Henry the dog and Chris Redeer, also known as Mongo. I think a lot of people know you around the area. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Thanks
it's a great
for
day.
joining us here this morning.
Yeah, you bet. We got some fresh snow and looking forward to getting up there.
I know, it's really going to be nice. Are you Vail Ski Patrol?
Yes.
Okay, and how long have you been doing that?
22 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 22 years, that's been a long time to be out there on the mountain doing all this.
Absolutely.
What's your favorite part about being on Ski Patrol?
You know, I like helping the people. There's always a fresh batch of people every day to help out, and I enjoy that. I like skiing around and helping people in need. You know, skiing a little bit of fresh snow is definitely a side effect. I've never been able to sit in an office for very long, so it's a perfect job.
I mean, we all hear you loud and clear on that one. Now, Mongo, when you're out there and you're doing Ski Patrol, what is the biggest mistake that people make on the mountain?
I think that people forget that there's other people around them. I think that's the biggest mistake. And especially on a day like today, we're heading towards the end of that Christmas holiday, and today's going to be busy. It's a Saturday, you know, the 9th. There's fresh snow. And especially towards the end of the day, or if you're skiing in those areas that are more congested than others, you know, there's usually, whether you're at Beaver Creek or Vail, there's a few main arteries that are the ways off of the mountain, and those areas tend to get a little more congested. Take a look around. You know, I like to tell people, ski like a ski patroller and assume that everybody else out there is trying to hit you. And I can't.
Is everybody trying to hit Ski Patrol?
Yeah.
You're like, wait, where's that? There's the guy in red. I tell my kids, if you look at it, you're gonna go there. You know, you're gonna head in that direction.
Yeah, and I can't tell you how many times I've avoided being run into just by looking in my peripheral vision and assuming that people are gonna be trying to hit you.
Pay attention to your surroundings. That's the number one key.
Absolutely.
Okay, now with Ski Patrol, you guys are really promoting skier safety, and people can win GoPros right now.
Yeah,
this
absolutely.
Is cool.
You never know who it's going to be. If you see somebody take a fall, stop and help them put their gear back on. Make sure they're okay. If you stop on the slope, take a look uphill. Make sure that people can see you from above. That's another one of those things. And always know that the people that are downhill of you, those people have the right of way. So it's your responsibility to keep an eye on them, especially if you're on one of those catwalks headed towards the end of one of the lifts in the back bowls. It can get kind of congested, and it is your responsibility to avoid that person that is maybe taking up a majority of the catwalk in front of you. It is
That's
still
our responsibility.
Your responsibility.
Okay, all right. Deep breath on that one.
Yeah, deep breath on that one. And the last thing that I always teach my kids is we poke around in the trees a lot. A lot of the more popular kids' attractions on the mountain are runs that go through the trees, the Magic Forest and Porcupine Alley and any one of 100. And anytime you're popping out of the trees or you're coming into another run, kind of intersecting another run, always take a look uphill before you hop out onto a run.
That's a hard one to teach the kids, but you guys are teaching our local kids before they even are on the slopes. You're going into the schools with a new program.
Yeah, we've got a couple of programs. One program for the younger kids is just targeting the stuff that we just talked about to reinforce those fundamentals. And another one that the Colorado Avalanche Information Center just came out with is titled Know Before You Go. And it's very powerful. It's really good, and that is targeting more of the older middle school kids to high school kids that are starting to poke around in the side country and skiing in you know, big mountain comps, and it's targeted more towards those kids. And it's a video that's produced by a whole bunch of pro riders and produced by Red Bull, and so it is something that targets that demographic and it engages them right off the bat, and it's really powerful.
And teaching them how to ski and ride on the mountain safely.
Exactly.
How about the little jibbers when you're going down a catwalk? We've talked about the catwalks and how important it is to pay attention.
Yeah.
How about those little jibbers on the side that are like doing their tricks and stuff? Is that legal or not?
Yeah, that's legal.
It's legal. I always worry about them.
Yeah.
Because they could wipe out and hit me.
For sure. Yeah.
And so I
it's
just
a good
pay
thing to have in the back of your mind. Expect that they're gonna do that heel side carve across the catwalk, and you can avoid a lot of accidents that way.
Okay, so the dog. This is your dog, Henry.
Yeah, this is Henry, and Henry was our first Avalanche dog at Vail.
He looks pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
Have you been
yesterday
running all morning?
we had a big day yesterday and lots of training, and today I think all the dogs are a little bit tired. Like Henry is. But Henry was our first Avalanche dog. He's 8 years old, and now we have 4 of them at Vail. That's a full boat for us. 3 is actually a full contingent of dogs, and we have 1 in training right now. So we actually have 4 right now. And Henry is one of 3 of them that are fully certified to that we would send into the field in a helicopter to go and help look for people. But in addition to that, the dogs are a great resource. When we go to the schools and talk to the kids, it kind of gives us an approachability that sometimes ski patrollers don't otherwise have.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
I think you guys are pretty approachable. And if anybody is out there watching, if you want to learn more or if you have a question, we can come up to you and ask you.
Oh, absolutely. And we encourage people to stop by patrol headquarters at the top of the mountain, especially towards the end of the day. It's become fairly popular. People show up just before 3 o'clock and tell us that they want to come and do sweep with us on in the back bowls.
That's very
And if you're there at 2:45 and you kick in the door and say, hey, I'd love to see what sweep in the back bowls looks like, then we'll attach you to one of the ski patrollers and you'll get to sweep in the back.
Of
course, you have to be more of an advanced skier. You have to be able to ski that terrain and cover that ground fairly quickly. But we encourage that, and more people do it.
Okay. Well, Mongo, thanks for coming in today. I hope you have a great day out there on the slopes. If you'd like any more information about skier safety, grab some napkins in the restaurants, or you can check out the trail map. It has all the skier safety information. Right now, Mark's going to let us know how the weather is lining up for today.